I'm coming. Just wait a minute, sir. Ouch! I don't have a dog. Whew. Oh my gosh, I thought I was late. Yeah! Earth is objectively speaking the best planet. You've got oceans filled with things that look like this, and this, and also this. Towering forests full of things that literally eat light and air, clouds, rainbows, and clouds that look like rainbows, adorable sloths, funky looking caterpillars, and a universe of invisible tiny things that can do everything from make food to power the cycle of nitrogen on this here hunk of rock. This beautiful weird corner of the universe has everything a person could need, and that is because of environment. So what is environment? Well, it's everything, and we humans depend on it for our life existence. So don't you think you should learn a little more about it? By the way, I am Shalom Emmanuel Ohao, and I am the reporter for today's lesson. And I'm going to report about environmental science. So what is environmental science? Environmental science is an interdisciplinary scientific approach to studying the Earth's natural system, human impacts on those systems, and potential solutions to environmental problems. People who work in the field of environmental science draw an aspect of biology, chemistry, economics, politics, human geography, urban planning, and the list on in the study of the natural world. Environmental science, an integrated, quantitative, and interdisciplinary approach to the study of environmental systems. Related areas of the study include environmental studies and environmental engineering. Environmental studies incorporates more of the social sciences for understanding human relationships, perceptions, and policies towards the environment. Environmental engineering focuses on design and technology for improving the quality. Environmental engineering focuses on design and technology for improving environmental quality. Environmental science helps us to understand how all the living and non-living components are interrelated. Why study environmental science? Environmental science can help us avoid mistakes made by the past civilization. The past civilization also is the contributor why we are now experiencing climate change and deforestation and other environmental problems. Second, human survival depends on how we interact with environment. Why? Because we humans benefit from the environment, but we are also part of it. That means that our action can and do affect Earth's system. So a lot of environmental science focuses on how to protect, preserve, and restore the system that human activity degraded. Third, our impacts are now global. Everything that we do that destroys the environment is not just local problem. It is now global problem. So in just one plastic that you throw everywhere, it's a very big impact in the environment. Fourth, many civilizations have fallen after depleting their resources. Role of bylaws in environmental regulation. Building Bylaws 1983, introduced by the Ministry of Urban Development, have been modified from time to time by various states, partly for providing guidelines to the builders in their respective states. The major aims of these bylaws are as follows: to regulate construction activities, to prevent haphazard growth of buildings, to provide better civic amenities with hygienic conditions, to regulate proper spacing between buildings in order to ensure access to sunlight, etc. Lately, bylaws for zonal regulation have also been implemented with the following objectives: to regulate land use, to control population density, to regulate planned development of a city, to prevent damage to ecology of an area, particularly in ecologically sensitive areas. Different countries have formulated different bylaws based upon their climatic, geographic, and population characteristics. Even within a country, different states amend these laws depending upon their condition and requirement, so as to regulate the kind of the building that may be put on a particular site. The bylaws are sometimes based on aesthetics, so as to maintain aesthetic quality intact, but mostly these are based on hygienic conditions so as to prevent overcrowding and to ensure safe and clean water, adequate light, and ventilation. In the recent past, bylaws have also been added to promote environmental conservation by introducing bylaws on solar energy capture, rainwater harvesting, solid waste disposal, energy efficiency, and green space. Special bylaws also relate to natural hazard-prone areas like seismic zones or flood-prone areas and prohibited areas. All such bylaws play an important role in regulating and conserving the environment. These are the important role of bylaws in environmental regulation. First, for ensuring better environment. Second, land use zoning. Third, upgradation of poor urban settlements. Fourth, to promote solar energy utilization. Fifth, water conservation or rainwater harvesting. Use of various eco-friendly materials in construction. Building design should be economic, socially appreciable, energy efficient, and with minimal environmental impacts. Following the principle of sustainable development, the present facilities in building design which are environmentally less acceptable should be upgraded in such a way that it puts less pressure on natural resources and minimize waste production. Modern designers are adopting innovative approaches to satisfy clients' choice at reasonable financial and environmental cost. Site selection and proper orientation to provide natural light and ventilation along with the reduced energy requirements have been some of the major considerations in this regard. Eco-friendly materials. Production and usage of practically all types of building materials during construction and demolition have some impact on the environment in one way or the other. Extraction and processing of building materials is associated with energy consumption and waste generation, which vary depending upon the type of the building. Local material used for building have less environmental implications in terms of energy use and waste production. The quality of building material chosen for construction needs to be assessed from the point of view of environmental impacts. Production and use of building materials have the following environmental impacts. Production and use of building materials have the following environmental impacts. First, energy consumption and related impacts. Second, physical degradation of environment. Third, depletion of natural resources and biodiversity. Fourth, gaseous emissions causing global warming and acid rains. Fifth, toxic emissions and health effects. Sixth, occupational health hazards. Concept of green building. Construction, maintenance, and use of buildings have significant impact on the environment. People's concern about environment and energy has necessitated the development of the concept of green building. A green building is broadly defined as the building which is sited, designed, and operated to reduce negative environmental impacts and has a profound positive impact on natural environment, economy, health, productivity, and society over its life cycle. Green building at present constitutes about 5% of the building market. The green building is evaluated by a holistic approach where each component is considered in context of the whole building and its social and environmental impacts. The important components of green buildings are as under materials, energy, water, and health. For materials, the materials to be used in the green buildings should be eco-friendly. For green buildings, use reclaimed materials. Example, use of materials which have been used in previous buildings. Materials such as bricks, doors, windows, frames, and other materials. Energy. The green buildings conform to energy efficient guidelines. Solar panels can meet the hot water requirements and efficient lighting. Compact fluorescent lamps can reduce the electricity requirements. Natural daylights reduce electricity requirements during the daytime. Green roof has the following advantages. Absorbs atmospheric carbon dioxide. Improves energy efficiency. Causes cooling in summer and provides insulation in winter. Absorbs noxious pollutants, sound and noise from the atmosphere. Absorbs rainwater which may otherwise flood the sewer lines. Preserves biodiversity, attracts butterflies, bees, and local birds. Improves aesthetics of the building. Always remember that our environment is our life. Thank you for watching.